Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? It's SCL0320 representing JVS. So, I know all about the news about the MCU and the Sony Venomverse basically all being one. That essentially Black Cat and Venom are confirmed as being a part of the MCU, which is huge news. But I have not actually seen the video that everybody's been talking about, which I guess is meme-worthy because Kevin Feige is not having it. And I think that, what's her name? It's not Sarah Pascal. I forgot her name. But either way, like, they've been, I'm not going to say they've been messing up, you know, Spider-Man for years, but they haven't gotten their niche perfect since Spider-Man 2. And that was part of the reason why they rebooted it now, I guess 3 times. So I'm really curious to see what they're going to do. I mean, anything that they're going to do moving forward, I'm really glad if Tom Hardy is going to be Venom for the MCU in whatever capacity it looks like, or if it's more so that Tom Holland is going to be a part of Sony's universe. Either way, I mean, I wouldn't want to have a Venom movie without Spider-Man. So I think that'd be crazy. They'd have to, in my opinion, recast Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield wouldn't be part of that life. So let's see what this video is all about. I haven't seen it yet, and hopefully y'all enjoy my reaction to whatever that looks like. Oh Lord, what that was? Oh, okay, it's Flatliners.
Will all take place in the world.
Hold on, let me back this up.
Will those movies will all take place in the world that we are now creating for you know, for Peter Parker? I mean, there'll be adjuncts to it.
Look at his
face! But it will still all be in the same world, and they will be connected to each other as well.
So there is a chance that Tom Holland as Spider-Man will pop up somewhere over there? There's always a chance.
There's always a chance. I think one of the things that Kevin has done with Marvel that's was so brilliant, and is by bringing the fans along and making each movie seem like a chapter in a book that you have to read that chapter in order to go forward. And I think the investment that the fans get to feel in being part of a larger story and understanding what's happening, I think is something that I know Sony would want to.
Oh my gosh. Yo, they weren't supposed to do that at all. You don't... Kevin Feige specifically said that that joint is not connected at all. At least not yet. And I feel like that was a power push move that Sony did just because of a contractual kind of thing. They were like, okay, we're going to keep, you know, characters we can use to the side to oppress, but, you know, we're going to, like, heist people up. Like, okay, yeah, it is a part. We've kind of had conversation. Because the way that, like, Feige's looking at it, like, the way that he actually looks, you're like, we didn't talk about that. This ain't sanctioned. Like, legit, or, you know, that was a secret for Infinity Wars. Either way, you know, I feel like this should have been talked about a different kind of way. So I'm more inclined to believe that she wouldn't say this unless there's already been something in the works, or she said that as a power play move, you know, to get people hyped about it, so they don't have a choice. That they have to make, you know, the universe that they're creating connected. Because that's more money. That's more money for them. Like, either way, Marvel is succeeding. Sony has been failing. So, I don't know. I mean, I'd actually expect something like this from Ryan Reynolds to kind of pull something like that. I would not have expected, you know, this chick to do that. But, man, ups to Sony for that one. I mean, but yeah, again, I'll say for me personally, I definitely wanted to make sure that if they were going to go and make a Venom movie, that Spider-Man has to be a part of it in some capacity. Yes, absolutely. And to have Tom Hardy to be Venom, that's great. If they are going to incorporate Tom Hardy into the MCU universe, that's perfect. Even specifically the Black Cat, that is perfect. So I don't have any necessarily issue with that. Where people are going to be worried is that, and what I've heard is that people are like, nah, like, Sony's going to mess it up. They're going to take Tom Holland's Spider-Man and make him bad. Like, I don't think that's going to necessarily happen. But I definitely don't think that conversation was sanctioned or talked about ahead of time. And for it to be shotgunned out on the internet like that, that's something that that's something that DC, I would expect the PR team in DC to have allowed to happen, but not, you know, this. So I'm led to believe now that Homecoming is gonna have something to tie in with Venom, or if not, Infinity Wars later. But anyway, I'm all okay with it. I just don't think it was talked about. But that's all I gotta say about it. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Peace, guys.